I feel like I forgot some crucial part of my setup. Hi, it's me, Scott. I'm tired still. I worked on this stuff more last night. I woke up, I worked on it. I went to work, I came home and worked on it. We're just working. So I'm gonna try to like land Strata in some way. I don't know that it's realistic. Draclin, how's it going? Double wave. I'm sorry I missed your 10. I almost said tier 10 1 month subscription. Your 10 year subscription. Congratulations on your 10 years of support. I appreciate it. 10 years have gone by so quickly. I can't even believe it. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, we got to just do this stuff and just make some stuff. So I have the interaction is okay. It's at least tolerable. I want to do. My brain is tired from figuring out how to do that. I think I want to just try to do some like art stuff tonight. Like I started a little bit of branding stuff. Life is Yours sent me some models, but didn't really say. I think he made them and I think he wants me to use them. So I'm going to start using them. And if he doesn't want them in there, then I'll swap them out with something. But I think we're just going to use his models. Is that weird? Normally I would like to make them, but I feel like I just got to go. We just got to move. Just got to move on this stuff. Okay, so and there's so many things that need to be fixed and tightened up. But we're just going to ignore that fact for now. Right? Yeah, I think. Yes, we are. That's the answer. So let's go over here. So I had just started, I was going through to-do stuff, but just thinking about some branding. I realized that probably this isn't the real size and that this really needs to be like, maybe this will just work with this shader. Just throw this in the upper half. I don't know. Who can say? That's way too big. Kern it. I was just about to go in here and press this button right here. I don't know if I'll use this typeface. In a video I might tighten it up. We'll see. I might want some I don't know. Might be this. Might be this. Might even be that. But we're gonna do this for now. Because what I think I can do... This actually probably needs to be white on black. I just want to see if I can easily use the existing paint layer system. I hit the wrong shortcut 3 times in a row, and it played a beautiful song. There, that was it. I found the shortcut. That's still gonna be way too big. Oh, you don't snap to the middle, do you? Illustrator. I forgot where the thing is. Oh, I can't search for anything either. Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting to where I can tolerate Windows in most contexts, but to the lack of ability to just search search menus, I hate. I don't want to hide guides. I want to unlock guides. Is it this button? Oh, I just can't remember what the button is. Alt Control. Okay. Because this would be 512, this would be 256. That's all I wanted. Well, but I also wanted you to snap to this. Is there a reason you don't want to do that? No? Don't feel like... What is the smart guides thing? Fallen to pieces. Smart guides is on, so why don't you want to snap to this? Interesting. It's just not a thing we want to do? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? I can just do this. Why didn't that snap there? Weird. Okay, this is not a good way to do this texture, but I think it's going to be the easiest way to just move. We just got to move. Just got to get things done. Feeling behind. I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe throw it as a detail on something that already existed. I mean, presumably I can just make a paint layer. But not, what is my precode called? Called paint layer. I don't know why I couldn't search for that. Oh, because I was searching in packages. Of course. Could be so foolish. That's not where those belong at all. This is already positioned. So if we have this and color is white. Oh, this is all set up for a texture array. I probably can't just throw a single texture on that, can I? I'm guessing no. That's kind of lame. It would have been convenient to just reuse this. Also, I'm doing this on the transparency layer now. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Well, bummer. I just wanted to do it this way so we'd have all this stuff, you know? We'd have all this stuff. But that's okay. This will be better anyway, I guess. I did so much crazy stuff trying to optimize this. I did crazy stuff trying to draw it, but I think it mostly works now. So the logo's going to be all wrong. Probably do the simple lit. Not that. Jacqueline, how's your day? What's going on? I see you're not playing EverQuest. I don't even know what to think about that. Blazered up. Am I on like the back of this? Ah. Oh yeah. I went a little crazy with the render order stuff. This just needs to be like 0.01. Not quite where I would have expected that, but okay. So that's gonna be all wrong, and then normals, the wall normals. That's for the layer. You? Is that not right? Must be the wall normals? Yes. I mean, we could do like transparent, probably additive or something, and this would work for now. But am I going to be able to paint over this? Yes. This wall has such a normal map, like you'd never believe. And now we can do this thing where we can like go through the history and see everything that gets painted. Up to 32 layers currently. Wow! And it seems to draw on top of there. Heretic. Is this heretical? Yeah, we need some nicer treatment for this, just so there's something there. And then we can paint all over it. paintbrush is probably too small now. We can change the colors. The layers are wrong. I mean, the little beams don't work very well because I have crazy sorting layer stuff going on. And we want those to be on top, so we need to either set their sorting layer to 1,000,000,000. I don't have a button for this yet, but I can press the spacebar. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not exactly what I want because I liked the weird broken out thing, but I think this will be the thing to do for the event. Okay, but the thing that I really wanted to do, so we can at least how do I want to do this? Okay, let's just make this transparent for now. Weird to just have it floating out in space, but I'll make it opaque. Is that not the... Did I just not save that correctly? Alpha is transparency. And now it's visible. Cool. Oh, right. Well, that's kind of weird that that would work that way. Alpha. That's what we want. However, like we're just alpha. Now weird. Ooh, that was crazy. That was just a transparent image and it had the right boundaries for it. Is that a new 2019 thing? That means I could totally change the way I'm drawing everything? Surely not. That'd be outrageous. Okay, what is my problem? You're transparent. Alpha. Why are you gray? Would that really cast a shadow? Okay, well, whatever. We can set the color now. Looks awful. We gotta make it something. Something. Okay, the hand beam order is a problem that I don't necessarily have an immediate solution for. Because lightweight render pipeline unlit was just broken. Like our NVR, our laser hands just, I think they work on screen, but, oh wait, now they work? Okay, well never mind, now they work. Except I can't change the color is the problem. For some inexplicable reason. So I'm clearly... My hands backwards? No. Oh, maybe this just doesn't refresh. Yeah, it just doesn't change the color of my little laser beam, which is dumb and I don't understand. Must not use, I guess this uses vertex colors, which probably if we did sprites it would work. Okay, yeah, except it's behind everything. So what if I force this to... That still doesn't work because my sorting layer is 1,000,000,000. I think. Is that the right line? It's the right hand line. Yeah, it just doesn't draw on top of my dudes. Because they would need to be in a totally different sorting layer? Question mark? Order in layer. So I could presumably give these a new sorting layer. But they're not going to draw on top of my hands? Lasers. What's the laser layer? Keep this in the transparent queue. Rendering layer mask. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this. Okay, that works, and it doesn't draw on top of the hands. So that's good. Are their hands floating around in a weird place? Okay, yeah. Uh-oh. Did I crash? Or did my performance just get terrible? Things seemingly froze up in VR. Oh, is it just because I lost focus? What did I do? I hit spacebar and something bad happened. But now we're okay, apparently. Whoa. Big wall. This wall's way too big. I can't tell if performance is bad or if just my head tracking is bad because my Rift is not configured very well. Seems like performance is okay. Man, all this paint fade stuff though I did specifically because if that just works now, I don't even know what I would do. Like, the problem previously was casting shadows from stuff like that would cast the whole quad as a shadow. Like the shadow caster didn't pay attention to the transparency. But for some reason I have this feeling like it's... This is the really? This draw thing? What's special about this draw thing that you could do something insane with? All-time levels of apathy. That's okay. That's all right. I can barely force myself to work on this. Draclin, my whole point of trying to decide to deliver 4 projects in 1 week was to inspire you. I wanted to inspire you to make things. It's like you're my muse, but in reverse. It's like I'm forcing me to be your muse. Does that make sense? Is that a thing you can do? Can you force musemanship on someone? Oh, no, no, no. No. Good grief. I apologize. Did not mean it. And that way, okay, so these buttons don't even work anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of the canvas. That's costing us draw calls for nothing. This whole floor does nothing for us. This floor. It leaves us kind of floating in space, but I think that's okay because we might change and do a procedural skybox. Don't need an event system anymore. Post-processing we don't even have on camera, do we? Okay, so what do you want to do? I kind of want to use those models from Life is Yours. Draclin, will you give me permission to use them on behalf of Life is Yours, who just sent them to me, but didn't really tell me to use them or not? He probably meant for me to use them, right? Why would he? And also, I think he made them. I don't actually know. There's a small royalty. How big's royalty? Can I open you with Maya? No, that'd be too useful. In 20 minutes streaming. This looks bad. We gotta come up with something that doesn't look bad. Payable in Norwegian chocolate. Okay, we can potentially do some business. I don't like underscores in the file name. That's the first thing I'm gonna change. Has to go. Looks like we got some Maya history or leftovers from Maya history. This is a nice model. I like it. It's simple. I would maybe want it a little more dense, but hey. In general, it seems like a pretty good game asset. I like this little touch up here. Life is yours. If you did this, you did good. Well, the thing you didn't do was UVs. Well, that's okay. So what I'm thinking is we just do this real cheap like. What's the grow selection? Oh my gosh. Draclin, you are not going to believe this. Draclin, mark the calendar. I just used the correct shortcut in Maya on the first try. Unbelievable. Now it didn't work because somehow this geometry is insane. That doesn't look good. Why would that have... Why would that have gone in there? That's weird. Going up here, also selected inside here? I don't know about that. But only partially? Maybe I had more faces selected than I meant to. So what I think is as you change your color, it's just going to change the color of the can. It'll change all these parts. It'll leave that stuff metallic. Color. Oh, I gotta get my face in musical chat. We gotta revisit musical chat. Oh man, we gotta finish some stuff. That's what we're doing today. Today's the day. We gotta finish things. And color material. Yeah, if we just do separate material. Okay, does that seem like mostly what we want? And then up here, this whole dude. All this business. Do we want this business? Probably not. This, where should the metallic stop? Should all that be the color or just the button? Draclin, opinion? Maybe just this? Look at all this detail. That's pretty funny. So much detail on the tiny little thing. Like, adorable. Is this just a separate... Something about butts? Is that that's what you're gonna go with here? A butt joke? Let's just do this. This looks like this is just a cylinder in here. If I dig deeper into this model, and am I going to be horrified? Ooh, I am horrified already. There's weird secret geometry in here. Oh, that makes sense. He made it with a sphere, but didn't get rid of the inside of the sphere. So it's not airtight. There's probably lots of intersecting stuff, but that's okay. Maybe at some point we'll make a model, maybe. So we basically want to select with the same material. Is that a thing you can do? No. Maya know how to do that? I don't know if Maya knows how to do that. Yeah, is that the thing? Just looking at this, you can say that yes, this was Life Is Yours. I think I think you did a good job. It's a cylinder with a sphere on top and then some detail added. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It looks like it all lines up. Like it wouldn't take that long to tear this apart and weld it together, but yeah, no, I mean, in general, I think it's a nice model, especially that this is a nice touch. This little dip up here, nice touch. Yeah, can I select my material? I thought that was a thing you could do. In Hypershade. Mm-hmm. Oops. Really, it's it. I can't remember how this works. There we are. Select objects with material. Wait, no. Select. I want to select faces with the material. And then invert this. It seems like it didn't work at all. This person not telling me the truth. Oh, don't do that. Face, earn Faceland. Go over here. Right click. Select object with material. It looks like they're selected. And then select invert. There, okay, cool. And now this we want to do a like spray can metal material. We'll just do 2. The little nub will be metallic. That doesn't have to be. We can do whatever we want. And should I just delete these while I'm here? Probably. Where do they? I don't know why I just moved my head. Like that would help me. Okay, that's where they come in here. So if I just delete that, that stuff's gone. Whoa, what? Codephobia, a raid at this hour? Codephobia, thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone, welcome. I'm currently battling. It's not really a battle. I'm just messing with a model that was made for me by a viewer named The Life Is Yours. Hello, hello, hello. I should probably turn heat on, right? Have something interesting going on? I'm so bad at being ready for raids. I'm so bad at it. Maybe because I streamed for 1,000,000 hours last night. I didn't see anybody. Well, almost nobody. Codephobia, how was your stream? I think we just got few extra things going on in here. I can't even tell what I'm selecting. We want that. Oh, I see what he did. Okay, that's just a totally, okay, great. And then what is this thing? Okay, another cylinder, great. We're getting to the bottom of this. My stream is going okay. I'm trying. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get ready for a creative technology show, and in my mind I committed to like finishing up four VR pieces that I've done on stream over like a year. And so it's maybe not realistic that I'll finish all of them, but I'm gonna try. So I'll show you the thing in 1 second. So we got some weird normals. So life is yours. Power user, power viewer. Made this beautiful model. Mesh display. Set the normal to face. Beautiful. And then soften all edges. Do we want all edges softened? Probably. No, we definitely don't. That was a mistake. Don't do that. Oh, the normals are just effed. Why is that? How did I screw up the normals of this by just deleting things? Yeah, we're gonna do VR inside, deep inside the hairspray bottle. But I don't know, how did I destroy those normals? We got bad normals. Okay, undo everything, first of all. Maybe they were okay, because they look okay from the outside. They just looked weird from the inside. Okay, we're just gonna move along. This thing, it's just a cylinder. We could redo it if we wanted to. I don't know. I do know. We gotta move along. Keep moving forward. So, let's just make some terrible UVs for this. What is what? Ah, those are some UVs. I kind of just want to go with it, just to keep moving along. These are something. These are some kind of UVs. I mean, they were not. Oh no! Can I not? Really? Can I not undo my automatic UVs? There they are. I mean, why is this so? Is that really everything? So that's the can part. Oh, but not the sphere part. Got it. And then this is the sphere part. And I don't even know where the other pieces are. So all of this is okay. I'm a little confused, but sure. At the bottom. Oh, and this is the tiny, okay, great, awesome. The tiny cylinder is this. Perfect. Okay. Well, okay, let's just try to work with the UVs that we have. What's weird is I really would kind of want these in two different, I don't want those connected, actually. So just the... I need a layout that makes sense here. Because we're not in a layout that makes sense here. How about this? That's much better. Okay, so this is all pink land. Part of this is pink land, but not all of this. Yeah, just there. Okay. I forgot how to do the thing where we like tear something off in here. Oh no, oh no, cut. Along this edge. Yeah. Okay, so that gives us this dude, and this dude is in pink land, and this is all in pink land. So these things, these are our pink things. True or false? Not true, because we definitely have some blue also in here. What are you? You're the cap. You're good. I feel like we're good here. This, on the other hand, we needed to cut some stuff. I need these different materials because it'll make it easier to change it in Unity. That's not the right edge. Also not the right edge. That's the right edge. And down yonder. That's the right edge. Okay, so these are still metal people. You're a metal person. Now are we all happily pink? Yes? Okay. There's some like nice, this, we want to like, make everything nicely distributed. Alright, to like fill this out a little bit. Well, not. Okay, maybe that actually makes sense. I could buy that. The thing that's weird is, like, we're laying these out. I could really break these to pieces. But whatever. Let's just do this. All of these are beautiful silver boys, right? And so let's lay this stuff out. Seems reasonable. I probably should have given them, yeah, like a pixel distance. Wait, why can I can't edit this? What? Is this not a thing I can edit? I don't want to copy it to clipboard. Like, I want them to have more distance when I do fancy layout button. I don't want them to be so tightly packed. Wouldn't you think that you could edit this thing here? Perhaps you'd be wrong. I don't really want to stack you. Am I crazy? Can I? This just really looks like a thing you should be able to edit. UV mapping tips. Oh, that's just for the measure tool. Got it. That is not... So where do I set the padding? Seems like an important thing to have, right? I mean, I would have thought that would be down here in layout lands. Though I could have 2 UV sets. I'm not actually sure what the more correct answer is for going into substance. Like, substance is going to be a little mad if we have overlapping stuff. Oh, it's a 0 of 2 overlapping. Maybe I'm okay, actually. 2 of 2 overlapping UVs. You? Shift. Aha! Shell padding. Okay. But then we just want to move this back one. I don't actually know if I'm doing this right. I mean, as far as cheating and laying these out, I mean, I want them in the same... I don't know what that's going to do, actually. I don't know the answer. I mean, alternatively, we could probably create multiple UV sets and remove these from one. I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. So... we're never gonna find anything. Downloads. The spray can. Substance. I'll use substance in a minute. Substance in a minute. I don't know. I don't know if, like, so the idea here is that we're gonna want to dynamically color part of this. And so we want it to be a separate material. We could have crammed it all in the same UV space, but that would have been sort of inefficient. All these new fancy things. Incredible. My license is not expired. Cool. Really? Awesome. It's an issue contacting our server. Cool. So... well, awesome. I didn't want to use my software that I pay for today. Why would I do that? A little bit frustrating. It's a little bit frustrating. Substance algorithmic. What is the name of this company? my licenses. On 6/2019. Oh, my subscription's good. Yeah. Bummer. How do I use a license file if I am a subscriber? You can activate the software using a license file available on your account, but that does not appear to be true. It's 6. Download a license file? I don't know, man. Don't look at my key. That's pretty funny. Did that just show my key on stream? Hopefully you can't just get it with that. That would be. Everybody steal my substance license. Okay, so now we need a new thing, and we need Unity 5. Okay, we're already behind where I wanted to be. Let's grab our spray can. 2K textures. So what is this gonna do? It did kind of a weird thing, but I think it's okay. I mean, it's just offset. It doesn't really hurt anything. I mean, we also could have just had them overlapping. I think I want to do that just to avoid. I think this is fine, but let's just have them overlapping because they're gonna always be separate materials. I could probably get around this in some way with UV sets. Maybe, but I don't know how that works. Okay, let's try another time. Oops, no, change my mind. Ooh. Okay, so all of that trouble, we should now be able to do what? We should be able to, on the color layer, so on the metal layer, let's just like throw some aluminum on or something. Aluminium? Surely I've got something. Wait, I saw it. Aluminium. That's too shiny probably. It's so shiny. It's a little weird that this is, you probably don't want that to be aluminium. Let's just make it black. If I can remember how. So the way I like to do that, personally, is to create what? A folder, and then make a because we're just gonna want like plastic, what is this? Plastic diamond. We just want some black plastic in there. Dude, that's grainy plastic. It's no good. Maybe we can get rid of that grain. And then I want to do the cool thing. This thing? Yeah, this thing. Okay, so now we just selected dude here. And the grain is gross. Surely there's just some simple plastic in here. Plastic PVC, plastic matte. Do plastic. That's not very exciting looking, is it? But it's just going to be black anyway. Okay, so now that's going to be black. Everything's silver, except for whatever we do in the color channel over here, which by default we just want to be white. But so if we had, for example, a fill layer, yeah, then whatever we wanted, you know, we'll just do this as you hold it and you change the color. We'll just change the whole can and the cap. So it'll just be like a thing like this. I think it'll look okay. Chip, 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 chip. Thank you for the follow. Okay. I think this is okay. The specularity, though, where's that coming from? Because maybe we do want to use, like, plastic PVC, but just leave the color channel. Do something like this. Might look nicer. But just make the color white by default. But then when you mess with it, you know, you'll get the can will be sort of more metallic-y, which I think I want. I think that'll look nice. The environment map is going to be a thing that we'll have to figure out because we won't have that to begin with. But we can get some kind of something in there. It is for. Oh, yeah, let's look at that thing. Okay, we almost have it, though. Let's just, we're so close. We're so close to having the thing. So let's do export textures, and let's do all of this stuff. And let's say it should go somewhere sensible. So it's a big graffiti wall, but the conceit of the project is the following. Let me get there. Thank you for your patience. My brain is full fuzzy at the moment. Do I want to group all these? I think I do. Is that what we called this? Okay, let's export all these textures. Ooh, this might kill the stream. So it's for an event at PNCA, and there's just going to be people. I'm just going to have like my little area at the art gallery, and or whatever space I'm in, and then people just come up and try several VR projects. So let me get this in. It'll just take a minute, and then I'll show you what it is, and I'll talk about what the other projects are. We also should not leave the model there. That was outrageous that I would do such a thing. Work out of the downloads folder? Okay. We got a spray can. We got a million textures. We got it all. So now what we want to do is on the right hand of the avatar, instead of this sphere, let's throw in our spray can, which is the thing that should exist now. And it's tiny. It's adorable. What an adorable little spray can. Because Maya loves to do that. Actually, I didn't even check to see if Life is Yours had scaled this to something sensible. That's huge. Oh man, I didn't even look to see if it would make sense. What are the dimensions of a spray can? .8 inches. In centimeters would be, let's say it's should be about 20 centimeters tall. So how tall are we actually? Oops. How can I easily know that? I mean, you could do this. That's 20 centimeters tall. So we're just too tiny. We're like half size, and we're also not at 0. Okay, so let's do that real fast. We want to be this big. Right? We're so little. Okay, so let's do the thing where we do this. That was the wrong shortcut. This, where we do this. Where we also hold X. Nope, where we hold V. Yes, and then we hit this. And then now we hold X. Yes. And now, how can I just give an absolute height of this? I don't know if that's the thing I can do. Also, why is there animation? Like, if I want this to be exactly the right height, I don't know if I can actually do that. We just gotta guess it. I guess I could do something and like snap it at the top or whatever, but we'll call that okay. Okay, so now this should be 20 centimeters, or 20 Maya units, which we're gonna call centimeters, right? I know I need a banana, that's the main problem here. That's why none of this, but Life Eaters is from Norway. I don't even know if they have bananas there. It's a whole thing. Okay, now let's export this selection, but put it in a place that makes more sense, which is impossible to get to in Maya. Okay, overwrite spray can, go back here. Now this is going to be cartoonishly large. This still is wrong. We're still off by somehow a factor of 10? I guess. I know, it's like a precious tiny ant spray can. Let's see. It's for babies. That feels not bad, size-wise. That feels okay. Would I want to hold it? Oh yeah, and then the ray probably wants to cast out of that certain place. Oh, what a fiasco. So it's also not rotated in a way that makes sense, but that's okay. Okay, so the thing to do now... Peeing on the wall? No, that's beautiful artwork. That's what spray paint looks like. Okay, so the inspiration for this project is this. And I worked on this like partially last year on stream, and then I just kind of abandoned it. But this whole phenomena of like a wall where a graffiti artist paints and then a like custodian paints over it, and then the graffiti artist paints more back and forth. Like, I love this. You end up with these gorgeous accidental works of art from people trying to paint over the graffiti. I love it. And they end up looking like Rothko paintings. They end up looking like deliberate mid-century modern art. So that is the inspiration for this. And the thing you can do here is once you have painted this stuff and you have a bunch of layers, you can like do this and extrude through time and see all of them, which I'm not crazy about the effect right now, but I just got to get something ready for this show. So thank you. So I think I mean, it's pretty satisfying just to paint all over the place, so I'm not too worried about it, but I have different ideas on what I would really like it to look like, which maybe is not the best thing for just people to interact with. So this will be sort of a simplified version. Really, the way I'm doing this is not very efficient. So I only keep a pool of layers. Right now it's at 32. It could be 64 or maybe 128 would be too high. Like there's a certain point because of the way I'm drawing this that it's just too heavy. And I don't have a ton of time to optimize, so it's gonna just be kind of capped off. But I think that'll be fine because I think people will probably, I'm gonna probably like bounce to different ones. Like bounce to different VR experiences. Yeah, I could, and I might even do something like that. I might even cache the movement. Like a long-term version, another thing I added to this that's sort of experimental is the ability for other people to draw on the wall from their phones. But this version is going to be much simpler because, you know, it's Tuesday night and the show's on Saturday and I'm trying to finish 4 projects, which just, maybe that's not reasonable. Okay, let's get this cute little muffin going. So there's this new thing. I want these materials. So I can do on-demand remap. So if I extract the materials, okay, and then it auto does that. Great. Okay, so here's what we have to do now is set all this stuff, which will be, so this is the color material. Man, this song, why would you ever talk? Don't ever talk on the stream ever. How dare you, song? This is gonna be shown in PNCA, at PNCA in Portland. It's Portland Northwest College of the Arts, yeah. To cherry pick some amazing work. Yeah, I would, so like some of the, maybe I threw some on Instagram. Like what I really want it to look like when it's extruding versus what is actually a good user experience is very different. Like this is what I was working with when I was just sort of experimenting with it last year while I was working on it. But this like thick layers coming in your face doesn't work super well. So I need to find a happy medium between the two. This also has like depth of field and stuff that you just can't do in VR. But I do want to get some beauty shots out of it. Okay, so this guy is going to be spray can, what? Albedo. That's going to default to white. But we also want spray can metallic. Can I do these as, yes, spray can metallic. Spray can. Are those the right ones? Why didn't the smoothness come through the metallic map? That's weird. Okay, so I think like I may not just have reflections, just may not be going at all right now. And then yeah, this material. Saturday afternoon is the show. And I want to show this and three other things that are in like various places of completion, which may be totally untenable. I'm doing it to impress Jacqueline. That's the only reason I do anything. Okay, cool. So the thing we just don't have is anything interesting to reflect. But we could get some nice clouds or something. But that looks not too bad. So why did he do X forward? I'm gonna change that just because it's so weird to me. Maybe in Norway they do X forward, or Z forward. That's not right. This might be totally backwards though. Is that correct? It appears to be correct. Okay. Our metallic is not very metallic because what makes metal look like metal is what it's reflecting, and we don't have anything to reflect. Although we could throw in a reflection probe right here with all the static stuff if we wanted. Assuming reflection probes work in the light rate render pipeline? I don't actually know if they do. Let's find out. Rendering, lighting. Did that not also bake the reflection probes? Nope, there it goes. Okay, cool. So now we have a reflection probe. But why am I not reflecting anything? Maybe I am, and just the resolution's low. Oops. Be smoother. Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. I'm just a little rough. Okay, cool. So now the idea is that as we change the colors, I think I was already doing this in a really inefficient way. We just want to reference to the material or the renderer, the mesh renderer of that's gonna be weird. We just do it on the material. How do I want to do that? That's a little bit weird with the two materials on it. Let's just be simple to start with. Because we just want to set the color channel. We're doing all this every frame for now, which is not great. We'd really only want to do it when you change the color, but you can't get caught up in optimizations when we're trying to make stuff happen. Oh. Maybe? Doesn't work if you don't set the reference. Can I do this weird thing? Draclin, you know about this weird thing? Like build a null check into, like an inline null check nonsense? It didn't work. Why didn't that work? I feel like that should have worked. Why do you not actually take... Is that really where the error is? 966. So I can't do this because this is null? I thought this would work. I thought this wouldn't do this if this was null. Okay, that apparently doesn't work the way that I thought it does. Or maybe I just didn't use it right. Okay, so still doesn't work because I didn't set the reference. That's the right hand. So right hand is gonna want... This is really a silly way to do this, but I'm gonna do it because it's the fast way to do it. Oh, I wonder if it doesn't use color in this weird shader. It's changing the line, but not... Oh, that could be... That could suck. Well, let's figure this out. How do we know... Is it base color? And not color? Maybe? Also, what if I don't give it a color? Is that possible? But I think it's base color. That's what it looks like anyway. Yes, cool. Okay, great. Let's get rid of the sphere. Let's move. So we really want to use the origin of the line renderer, because then we can set it to like come out of the can. Okay, sphere is gonna go away. Great. Line. Is over here for some reason. Oh, because we're operating in world space. Yeah. But I think I need to, because otherwise it's a problem. Yeah, because we kind of want to raycast right out of What's the best way to do this? Because we're going to need to continually update this, but with the world kind of position of where the spray can's nozzle is. Invincible. So we need like a nozzle null. Let's see that in a spray can. Can't get very close. I'm very close. Okay. That looks like it's nozzle nullish. Not bad. The size is going to be weird. Maybe we need to start super small and then taper up. That probably makes sense. Okay, and then, yeah, then we need to know that. This thing's getting just messy. But we got work to do. We just gotta do it. Okay, so the line. We don't want this. We want line origin that position. We didn't populate line origin. Of course not. Because I will never remember to do that ever. Okay. Now it comes out of the hole. Great. And let's make the line start at nothing. Or start like teensy. I just want to be linear. Linear, please. And then it can be bigger on the other end. And we could just go 0, I guess, to whatever we decide is the big end. Linear. Okay. And then at this end it could be whatever. How's that feel? Broken. Feels broken. Oh, because I didn't do the line origin on the other side. Good grief. Did I lose all this? Like, copy. I only want to copy this. Well, let's see how it feels, and then we can manually set it. Okay, I have a weird spray can. It's kind of funny looking. Really, this would be better semi-transparent. It's pretty funny though. It's not good. Like, it doesn't look right. But hey, we got a spray cans. Very shiny. I can change the color, which I like a lot. The spray is an issue. Spray is a real issue. But aside from the spray being nonsensical, really we want to raycast probably out of there, because we're really like aiming low. Probably also don't want to be so high in the hand. Okay, so I liked that reasonably well. Oh, did I not just say linear? Wait. Flat. Both tangents. Linear. Cool. Yeah, we probably want to raycast out of the line origin, right? Where am I raycasting? From transform position, but let's raycast from where the line actually comes from, I think, and then spray can just needs to not be so high up. It needs to be more like negative 10, something like that. And then I feel like the line can spread way out if we want. This might look outrageously ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's a thick line. Okay, if we do that, it has to fade at the end. We crashed already. Yeah, because the other dude is... Right, well, sure. Let's quickly add that stuff over here. Doesn't need to be in there. You can have a line origin too, all your own. And then your material is going to be the... Oh, we don't even have it yet. It doesn't exist. Okay. Okay. That is quite a... That's quite a spray. You guys, quite a spray here. It might not be horrible if it faded out at the end. So what would that look like? Yeah. If I could set just the end color. Beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. Or just the end opacity, rather. I'm assuming that's the end. I don't know how this is going to work with the shader we got going. The answer is it's not. Or we're like clobbering this every time we change the color. That's the wrong line. We probably can't even mess with this because it's just going to get overwritten every time. Yeah. So we would need to... Can we set an alpha with the end color? Like we want an alpha here. Set colors. There's a color start and a color end. But I want to set the alpha. I guess that's fine. Just do not the tidiest thing, but let's see if it even actually does the thing I want it to do. Okay, it's very silly. I mean, because you want it to look like a cone, and it just super does not. But it probably gets the job done. I want to show some kind of decal, almost like a reticle of the stamp on the wall. Maybe? Did I make this additive? Why does it look so weird on top of stuff? It could be also like the beginning also doesn't need to be I'm pretty pleased with the can. The can's pretty fun. Paint spray, not so much. Why is that? Why does the paint spray look so stupid? Is it the material? Oh, is it because it's tinted gray for no reason at all? Yeah, that helps. What would be really nice is if this was a cone. Like just a cone that went out, but I don't think we want to mess with that. Not in the short term, at least. Okay, well, okay, that's almost something. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, okay. So we have some kind of can, and it sprays. The notion that we're gonna have a paint roller that's okay. So here's a question though. We have two options for this. Either the can is in your hand and you're just shooting spray magically to wherever you want to paint, which kind of makes sense for the spray can. For the paint roller, that makes no sense. So another option is that you still have some kind of controller in your hand, but up against the wall, the spray paint can and the roller are magically moving around. I just feel like the roller is going to look ridiculous, but maybe that's okay. Maybe that's funny. We don't actually need to save this because everything we need is in the FBX. We do need to save this though. Somewhere. Dropbox? How long have we been going? About an hour and a half? That's not too shabby. Okay. Spray can. What are we gonna do if Life is Yours says we can't use the spray can? We're gonna be out of luck. This whole project sunk. Life is Yours also made a paint roller. Grambone, how's it going? Yeah, we're substancing it up. I'm using stolen models, stolen from Life is Yours, which I stole by him sending them to me. Let's see how this one is. I hope I didn't need anything in there. I don't think I did. Okay. Interesting. Interesting choices. Okay, so this is not actually a rounded corner. And these are just overlapping. I'm gonna say that the loving care and attention of the spray can did not quite make it into the paint roller. Very interesting choices on the beveled corners. Do we just go for it anyway? Because I mean, we're gonna have a bunch of rogue geometry inside. I think we just go for it anyway, and we just make the handle and the paint. Wait, did you report me to the FBI for stealing, or did you report Life was yours to the FBI for his ridiculous paint roller? Who's the real criminal here? Probably me. Let's just do it. Let's just, well. Maybe let's just do it. Oof. The corners, man. The corners. Otherwise, not so bad. But the insane spheres. Something. You reported me for stealing? I probably deserve it. Wait, what's going on here? Oh, we seemingly have... Oh, I probably did a thing I didn't want to do. Somewhere in here? Yeah, okay. Well, I like this. I mean, I like the style, you know. There's some moxie here. There's some like somebody wanted to solve a problem and they solved the problem. How would I even want to fix this? I think we just get rid of these. Oops. Probably a shortcut to get all this and I don't have to hit a button over and over again, but hey. I mean, we could just draw a curve and extrude. Maybe we just do that. Maybe we just do it. Call these, Do I know how to do that in Maya? Probably. Maybe. Yeah, I'm essentially just going to be... That's not the kind of curve I want, though. Can I just do Bezier? Do I say that? Is that part of the tool? Bezier. How do I edit the control points? I don't really know how to do this in Maya. Like if I do something like, can I snap to grid with these? Almost, but I want like, I don't want, I want to like, oh, there's a Bezier curve. Or CV curve tool. Is that really what I want? Because I kind of just want to do, oh, I see. No, I don't want that. Look, I just want Bezier. There it is, right in front of my face. It's all I understand. It's all I know. And it's generally going to be shaped something like this, right? And then how do we edit these? I really just want to create, I want like radiuses here. You just gotta do that. No. I probably could have just fixed the thing in the time that I've been trying to figure this out, but hey, I need to learn how to use curves in Maya, right? Like, just 2 points. This is weird. I need like an arc. But maybe that's a thing you can do with the NURB circle. Does that really give me an arc? Maybe. I guess that works. Like that'll be the general shape, right? And then once we have that, it's fine. We can just do whatever we want. So then the next piece we need is a NURB circle, and then we got to sweep it. And all this like procedurally stuff I'm so bad at in Maya. So select a curve, select the path last. So this and this is extrude just to sweep. Perfect. Nailed it. I know. That's the path I want. This is the path I want. So, is that not right? This seems like what I want. Is it just that like size or angle of my NURB circle is wrong? And then I could hopefully edit that after the fact. I mean, is it mad because this is way over here? I know it's good to watch me use Maya. I know everybody loves it. I know it's great to see an expert at work, you know, where you just like... Okay, sure, yes, right. Except, is my history maintained if I mess with dude's radius here? I mean, the radius is actually kind of what I want. Radius is pretty close. It's the sweep. There's like rules about the like how it chooses to subdivide. Well, you'd think that would all be here. Or maybe not. Or is it actually on the Bezier to like to find intermediate points or something? Not mess with these things. Okay, I give up. Gotta do documentation. My extrude, or like it's a sweep, right? Like, what do they call it here? Yeah, my LT, right? Yes, sure. Yeah, this thing. That's what I want to do, right? Cool. Select the profile curve and then the path curve. Profile, path. Select surfaces. Extrude. Select the extrude node and choose the show manipulators tool. Create a cap. Like, how, what? I mean, cool. Looks cool. I want more subdivisions, and I want to not be pinchy. Like, what do I need to do here? Corner's too sharp or something? I want, like, how do I fix this? What's the secret? Oh, so I just need to do all this in the create time? Why didn't you show me the options? Okay. Tube. Oh, beautiful, beautiful geometry. Gorgeous. Can I just not undo that? Okay. Like in C4D, you have all this stuff of all these ways to control how things are subdivided like this, but that's why I don't like any kind of procedurally, not that this is even really procedural, but like any kind of parametric stuff in Maya, like really just not good at it. All right, I don't know how to do it. Great. Like, I don't know why this weird lip's happening. Like, this just does, it's just, I don't know why there's insanity happening here. I just don't know. Like, like this should not be this hard. This, I've already spent way more time on this than I meant to. Maya, you always do this to me. Always do this to me. Do a thing. Oh, interesting. You do it with normal extrude. Will that be a thing to do? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. Also, what if we just had like a disc? That's a cool disc. And then extruded like this? Whoa. How do you... It's real? Like, how would I... Oh. So this isn't really doing it. Well, I mean, it kind of seems like it is. I'm confused. How? You're extruding in both directions simultaneously. Weird. Weird. I guess this could just be a top of a cylinder. Now we're just trying to learn. We're not even trying to get anything done anymore. C4D, we'd already be finished, but we don't need C4D. If C4D let me have like monthly rental, I might do it, but I don't want to buy it. Okay, is this any better or different? I did this and pick this? This is so weird. It's like says select the faces and the curve. Is this really a thing? Hey, I mean, it's kind of a thing. Look at that. It is maxing out my divisions for some reason, which is dumb. And it's struggling with this. Why can you only have 25 divisions? And what's with these weird divisions? Life is yours! No, I don't like your cylinder and sphere solution, but now I understand why you did it, because this stuff is so stupid and terrible in Maya. In Cinema 4D, this would take 10 seconds, but all like generative and procedural stuff is so bad. Do you want to see your spray can? Look at your spray can. Your spray can's beautiful. Look at your beautiful spray can. You can change the color. A beautiful red spray can. The internal geometry of your spray can was a little bit insane. I did clean that up a little bit, but I didn't make it airtight after the fact. Maybe I should have. But I just don't know how to easily extrude along a path in Maya and have it not suck. Wait for what stream to load? Life is yours. Did you want me to use these, by the way? Do I have your permission? I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I do not know. Like, what do you do? How do you make this not terrible? What's the secret? What's the secret to not sucking? And also, it's so hard, like, ugh. And at least in C4D, you can continue to edit it, and it's fine, and you can tweak it, but it does not seem to be the case here. Why do you do this to me? I mean, is this is my fault for the radius of the... I mean, if we just like back it up a minute. The real simple answer would be to do this and just have a smaller radius on the NURB circle, right? And then is that gonna sweep? It still sucks though. It's still just not good. Like, why this lip? Like, why? What is the shortcut to show the options? Why can't I remember anything? I feel like this should not be so hard. It shouldn't. I know it shouldn't. And I do want polygons. Quads is fine to start with. But like, I now can't mess with this. I can't reapply. So I have to like, I don't understand how do people work like this? Like I can't do this again. I want to be able to edit these things. I want polygons. Standard fit, control points. Oof. But can I continue to edit this? Or like this is just done? Well, I mean, that's just what the surface is giving me with the sweep. I want to end up with polygons. Thank you for making these. Man, I really did not think it would be this hard to just sweep a path. And then the fact that I can't just keep experimenting with different settings is mind-boggling. Is that really true? Great. That looks great. Nailed it. Like, what is with this weird flaring and stuff? Like, why does that happen? Like, this is just so bad. What's with all the extra geo here? Okay, I have a new plan. Are you ready for the new plan? You're gonna love it. It's what we should have done all along. Make it with a donut. Why did that not update my donut by changing the axis? You get out of here. You're an abomination. Oops. Why, thought I could change my axis and it would be happy with me. Not true? Guess not true? I have to... Okay, so this will be silly, but this is what it's come to. I don't know. It just seems so stupid. Like in Cinema 4D, you sweep and it's easy and you can control every aspect of it and you can tweak it the entire time and it's parametric and great and it's just how you'd want it to be. And then Maya is like, I don't know. Close enough, man. Okay, so really, we're gonna take these three corners and just like extrude them and marry them together. In my mind, this is a plan that will work. This was not meant to take so much time, but here we are. Now it's personal. So we need to what? Disconnect? Detach? Yeah. That's what I should have just done from the start. And then we want to, like, with two edges, can we just, like, what's the rule? There's a thing for that, right? Like, like, I mean, I guess I could just fill. Nope. I don't have to draw the quads individually. Is weld the right thing? Is bridge the right thing? Because I just want to select the two edges and have them, like, do their thing. Is bridge gonna do it? Yeah, bridge. Okay, perfect. It's bridge. Wait, am I missing a curve? I just need that elbow again. Oops. Oops. No more commands to undo. Why do you just decide I can't undo it? Man, Maya, I don't know how people use you. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, we don't want to merge that one to that one anyway. It needs to be right, because we need to go this guy we want to be more like this. And then this, and then, wait, why did that happen? That was a weird thing to happen. Okay, so you'll be happy, and you'll be happy, kind of. You'll almost be happy if I push the right button. That wasn't good. That one. Oops. Hitting the wrong snapping. Okay. Fine. What is the fourth dimension? Usually people say it's time, but it might be snacks or something. Might be something. Yeah, the fourth dimension, it might be pain. It might be suffering. Okay, we got this figured out now. It's all gonna be fine now. It's all fine now. It's all fine now. This is the strategy I should have done from the start. I just thought foolishly that it would not be a nightmare to try to just extrude a thing. in Maya, but I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Okay, now we just bridge you. Good grief. Good grief. Bridge you. Extrude you. But I actually want to extrude. How do I do that? How do I change? Because I want to extrude. Let's see. I want to extrude along the world axis. That's the button I want. And now I do this. Cool. And then I do the same thing here. What is the extrude shortcut? Control E. Okay. Good heavens. What an affair. The radius of this is kind of big and silly. Is that bigger than we want? I guess I could just shrink the whole thing and it would be fine for now. Make it cute. Make it cuter. Oh, look at my beautiful normals on that. Soften edges? Okay. Goodness. Okay, so now what do we want to do? We want... to say something like this. Let's just do it one piece at a time. Where's the middle? You're the middle. Okay. Great. 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 Why is my transform down there? No telling. And we want to snap this to like the middle dude here, and then bring this up until we're middle dude-ish. Why do I keep losing my... Did I like accidentally hit reset? Is that what it is? Like I snap and then I lose it. Okay, so that's good. I don't know why I feel the need to match this perfectly, but here we are. Oops. I want this to be the middle one, probably. Somewhere in the middle. Like I lost it there. Why is that? Really weird. Okay, that seems probably the middle. And we're getting so close. That's not right. That seems like the middle. Wish there was a thing that was just like... Actually there is, isn't there? I want to center the pivot to just my selection. Is that all right? I guess not. Okay. What a pain in the butt. Life is yours. What's up? Remember to save? I'm not going to save. This is coward's way out. Yes, I do need to save. So that's just a thing now. These are all just separate things. Don't really want them to be. Maybe I do. Could have the same material on the different pieces. That wouldn't hurt anything. You just used alert. I heard it. Oh, I heard it. I got it. I was alerted. Thank you for the alert. I just want to bevel some things, I think. Like just break these hard edges. Well, not that much, but thanks, Maya. Something like that. And the same thing for the handle. That'll do. And then I think the handle and the roller will just change color, and then the other part will just be metal. So we may as well just leave them separate. Right? And then the UVs on these aren't the worst. I mean, they're kind of silly. What if we do the auto layout? Yeah, that feels fine. We got some weird stuff going on here. Oof. Yeah, these aren't good. This is gonna be bad. It's really silly, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But those UVs are something else. They could overlap. That'd probably be fine. I'm just gonna leave that for now. We could have. In fact, we could just pick our cylinders. Yeah, then those can be good. And then the inverse parts can be kind of whatever. That's not horrible. Lay that out. Yeah, okay. Those are okay UVs. I'll take it. Lay these out. What do we call this stuff on the... So we need color material, metal material. Okay. Look at those UVs. Those are okay. I thought they were going to just be terrible and I was going to leave it that way, but hey. So you want what? What's gonna be weird though is that we really need these to be the same. Because I don't want to have to... Does that not work? Wait. I want this, and I want this, and I want to connect. That's not how you do that? Merge, is that what I want? No? It's not just connect? What is the thing? I thought it was connect. Combine. It's combine. It's combine. I didn't want to combine those two though. Ooh, Backblaze is probably gonna kill us soon, huh? 11 o'clock. Why? I don't really cover as much as I wanted to tonight. I ended up having exciting times with Norwegian models. Norwegian models of a different kind. I'm just gonna call this roller. So we want to assign a new material, a thong called paint roller color material. And then this is going to be paint roller metal material. Right, and then we can put some goofball texture on this if we want to. Okay. That's not where these go. And now, yo, substance it up. Nope. Oh, I just had that. What did? Whatever. Is this gonna make sense now? Yeah. Save the changes. Okay. How do we do here? Something looks insane. This does not seem like it came through with materials we want. I must have imported the wrong one. That's what I did. I just imported the original one. Yeah. Right. Right? Yeah, we don't want to be there. We won't be in here. Okay, paint roller, please. Yes. Discard. Okay, good heavens. What a battle. So, in metal land, in color land, I forgot to relay out the UVs. I forgot. But they're already good. We just want to relay them out. This might have cameras and stuff in it. Let's see. Substance really doesn't like it when you mess with the thing, but we didn't do any work yet, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, yes. Now we have metal. Goodness. Okay, now we can throw our aluminum here. Aluminium. We'll have a nice metal. So on the other, on this world, we probably do want to actually try to have some difference. So plastic PVC, I think, is what the handle is going to be. But we probably want up here to be something different. So let's make 2 folders for like handle. Leaving for work. Of course you will see it, and you will get thanks. You'll be thanked thoroughly. So we need some rough, weird, fabric-y thing, maybe, or some like shiny, grainy. Is plastic grainy, maybe? Yeah. Really, we should probably have done something on the sides, but I think that's fine for. But it's going to be white. White and grainy. The roller will be, and then the handle will not be. And the way we will determine that is with 2 masks. Have a great day at work. Life is yours. A black mask. And a black mask. And we will just add handle. Did I name those backwards? I did. Okay, the reason being, then we can have some texture on the roller, which we may or may not decide we like. I don't know. Maybe we like it, maybe we don't. But at least we have the option to have some texture there. And then the handle can be separate, but we can just change one material to get what we want. So now let's export these textures. That's not where I want to go. Okay, what a battle. Oh no, I didn't check the size of everything again. Ah, man. Is your cat afraid of the cat brush? Why did this happen? I didn't check the scale of the paint roller model. But I'm going to guess it's going to be like 30 centimeters. Yeah, let's just make it 30. Uh-oh. That's certainly not the thing I meant to do. Why did that happen? We have all of everything, and we did D, and we snapped down to this vertex at the very bottom, and we hit D, and then we hit X, and then we went down. Okay, we're good. And now we need a whatever. Get out of here, nerds. Freaking nerds. Okay, we want to be that big-ish. Okay. Now we can put the paint roller in this hand. Adorable. Look at that adorable paint roller. That's not where the origin is. Or not where I thought the origin was, but okay. Okay, now you're a weirdo with the paint roller in your hand. The line origin. In this case, is just gonna like come off the front center of the paint roller, I guess. Kind of silly. I don't know. I don't know about this. Oh. Wait, I thought we were rotated the way we wanted to be. Oh no. Also not centered where we want to be either. Now we are. Not quite. Ow. Why do I keep moving this when I'm just changing one axis? Okay, we're good now. I think. Export. I think we just need this selection. Maya for free because I'm a teacher. I could get the education version, but then it marks everything as education forever. You know. Oops. I actually meant to freeze transforms on that too. Like, I use it professionally, so I should pay for it, but I got a pretty good deal. It's my LT, so it's way cheaper. Okay, so now we want to do what? We want to go in here and we want to do this extract materials thing. Let's do it here for now. Set these both to white to start with. And then what? So this is the paint color. Paint roller color. Metallic. And normal. And then why didn't my normals not show up? Not the right normal map? Paint roller color. Where's my lumpiness? Something go wrong? This is the metal normal. Wait, that was all wrong. Every one of those was wrong. We went the roller metal, base, smoothness, normal, fix. What? Oh, there it comes. It just magically decided to pop up. Okay, this looks a little silly, but maybe we'll still keep it. I don't know. Okay, and then the metal doesn't look metallic on other dude. That's the same metal that we used on the spray can. It should be just as metallic. Oof. Come on, Unity. You can do it. Pull it together, Unity. Maybe it is. Okay, so this is gonna look pretty silly. So I should be able to just... Wait, that was the wrong one. Don't touch that. This one. Yeah. So now we can do this and we can change the color with the roller. So we need to also... That's the right hand. The left hand, we need the paint roller color material. Okay. This is going to look ridiculous because we're going to be just doing a raycast off the side of a paint roller, which we didn't even make that raycast look good yet, but oh well. Huh. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Okay, I'm into it. We need to put the handle in our hand and maybe like angle it forward to kind of match the Oculus angle. But it's pretty funny. And then we'll have some kind of, we'll fix the raycast on it. Seems like we're not in alignment here. Something got out of alignment. And we can change the color. Look at your beautiful models, life is yours. Could use a little more subdivisions there. I love the cap of the spray can is the best piece of the whole thing. Easily, easily. Okay, well, okay. This is pretty funny. See it in first person? Yes, you can. I'm just gonna change. Not sure why the X of that would have gotten set differently. I want the handle. To be sort of in the middle of there. And yes, to be in first person, I think we just turn this off. Why did we break already? What's broken? Oh, if we turn that off. Screen brush breaks. Well, this shouldn't even be here. Okay, here we go. Look at my beautiful paint roller. Paint roller's a little too small, maybe? Pretty funny. Okay, we need to get a nice purple. The paint selection is not very good. Also, my paint layers are wrong somehow, even though they should always be on top. That's weird. That's really weird, because I thought I was painting over stuff. Okay, paint over that, change my mind. Pick a different color. It was pretty satisfying. It's very silly. It's a very silly thing, but it's pretty satisfying. It's hard to paint over there. Try to like outline it in blue. The letters are gonna stop looking like gold. Pretty hard to paint. Look at that beautiful tag. Yeah, it's so shaky over there. Okay, so now, look at these. These are so ridiculous. Look at your beautiful models like yours. This needs to be bigger. This is a little bigger, I feel like. And I feel like it's facing the wrong way. I feel like I want it to be rotated the other way. Okay, now I should be able to hit space bar. You see this? Yeah, so now I should be able to hit the space bar and go through the history. Wow. Yeah, that works pretty well. Wow. We need to add that to the controller, obviously. What do you think? Keep on. Ooh. Yes, it comes with, yes. I had not even thought of that. Yep, it comes with Thanos ability. You can Thanos the heck out of it. Okay, this thing is almost showable. I think this thing is almost showable. One more thing to add is the view of the Strata. Take a screenshot to save the art. Not currently. I really liked the way the screenshots looked when the art was solid and didn't fade out. I don't know. I want to get it to a certain point for the show. But, I mean, sure, we could easily, yeah. Just have a button that saves the screen. But there's more I want to do with this probably. I just need to get it to a certain point with the show because I still want to get those other things done, which is probably just impossible at this point. I feel like Sunshine Guy, Hello Sunshine, doesn't need a ton of work. Audio stream, that's a whole nother story. And then I don't know, who knows how broken Room with the View is since I stripped out the Steam stuff. So we've got a substantial amount of work to do and not a ton of time to do it because tomorrow night I have to be at PNCA. Oof, long day tomorrow. Okay, so right now, amount ends up being, I did this in kind of a ridiculous way. Let's ditch the old expand layer logic It's bringing the new, all this stuff, which is so silly. And then maybe while you're holding the grip, you do this logic. It's not very tidy, but I would probably do that in here. So I think it's identical to trigger. It's just called grip. I might be mistaken. And then we just want to say like if grip is greater than 0.5, then do the add up thing. And then we need to just do paint manager. We only really want to do that on Maybe I just give the amount a normalized amount and then switch it to the oops. We don't want -1. We want the real deal. It's gonna be weird to have this running on both hands. I think. I almost put my headphones on to go into VR. That's not how VR works. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Did I not say if grip's greater than 0.5? What did I say? Oh, well, this is every frame. Sure. Okay. I mean, I'm probably just killing it, right? Because I'm sending it from 2 places. First, let's make sure that this still works. You really only want to do that in one hand. I don't have a great way to track that. Okay, that works. So why does the same logic expand amount? Could also just have a like cumulative like adding to the expand amount. So instead of calling the expand amount, it's actually like sending the Is this wrong? Layer count? Should we paint layers count? And it could always just be ticking down, which it is, unless somebody's adding to it. I feel like I'm not going to tackle that right now. I need to go to sleep. Paint layer count. No, I don't want to just increase. It's really confusing the way this works. It gets a range between whatever the maximum paint layer, the number of paint layers you can have plus the number of simultaneous fades you want. It's a pretty weird way to do things, but it was a efficient thing to do at whatever 7:30 this morning or whenever I was trying to quickly write it. So I don't love it, but it's relatively concise to be able to animate those all over time without having to have like 60 different coroutines running independently. This lets me animate them all from one place in one for loop. But I'd really rather have the amount be normalized. It just means it gets faster and faster the more there are, which doesn't seem great. So either I would yeah, there's a few ways I could do it. I mean, I kind of want to just keep this logic, but I don't want other people to have to know that logic. They just want to say, like, add to it. Like, they want to say, like, hey, do the thing. Like, they would sort of just, I guess they could set state, like, if keycode space or how do I want to put this? Like, or you're basically just letting a given frame say like, hey, I want you to expand, and then anybody could call it. This is maybe a silly way to do this, but I'm to like auto do it. Will this automatically do it? And then we need to say like expand these false. After that. And then in these other places where I wanted to increase, then it wouldn't matter. I could just say if grip amount is greater than 5, then manager.expand equals true. And then anybody could say that. Something like that, maybe? This whole, I don't know, there's something weird about this whole thing where it's kind of, I'm not writing it in my style in some ways. Okay, that works. Because then I could hold both or whatever and it would be fine. That looks pretty cool actually, in here, doing the thing. This paint. I mean, I could do some diameter based on how hard you press. Could scale the dude. Like scale your the size of the paintbrush. No reason you can't do that. Like give a radius multiplier to the paint method. You should not be able to paint while expanding. If the expand amount is greater than 0, painting should be disabled. It doesn't really work. You kind of can. Whoa. Okay. We covered some ground. Yep, that's what happens when Thanos comes and destroys your wall. Okay, I need to be done. We gotta be done. We covered some good ground tonight. In fact, let's commit some stuff because it seems important. I don't know why this sucks. I don't know why my stack traces take me to the wrong place in 2019, in the 2019 alpha. I wonder if I will know when there's 19A14 is what I got. Like, that's pretty annoying that this took me to line 1. Like, it doesn't take me where I'm supposed to go. I don't really know if this is a 2019 problem or what. We did it! We did it! We still have a lot of work to do. Oh, oh, the baby. Oops, sorry for hitting the mic. Okay. Let's commit some stuff. Your beautiful spray can is what makes it sing. Oops, that's not right. Moat? Moat is like a water feature around something, generally as like a form of protection, like a moat around a castle. Is that what you're asking? This is the wrong project. We added so much stuff here. Oof. Let's just push it all. Unity 5 JSON inside. That's weird. Where'd that come from? What the heck is that? Did that come from the From Substance? Weird. Whatever. Commit it all for now. Do I not have get LFS on for the... Well, I don't even have any good get attributes. Oops. I know, it just wouldn't have happened. I mean, with the amount of time I spent trying to extrude that stupid curve, I could have just made the paint roller, but hey, here we are. Yeah, but why is Substance sending the JSON files to Unity? I've never seen that before. Does Unity know about that? Okay, we need to add to some get attributes. What are good Unity get attributes? That's not even... Ugh. Did I just steal this one from... We don't want to say no to FPXs, do we? Yeah, really? Wish it was like a definitive one. That one has 127 stars on GitHub. This one doesn't have any stars. Yeah, you could do Unity scenes, which makes sense because you'd never really want to merge Unity scenes. I'll just trust this one that's the first result on Unity. Reason. Now will you be happy? But that JSON file? That thing? That came from... I didn't do anything. I didn't unpack the model. I've never seen that in my life. I think I just, when I saved the textures, I think it's when I exported the textures from Substance it came along. These are bad commit notes I'd normally do. Unity doesn't use JSON. Unity uses .metas for everything. Unless that's new, I've never seen that. Like a JSON file crammed in with these textures. This Unity doesn't. I mean, it's called Unity 5. It just came from Substance. Yeah, maybe there's a way with some Substance plugin or some Substance thing in Unity it could use the substances, but like Substance just saved that when it saved the textures. I don't think Unity knows what to do with it. Maybe there's some way to make Unity know what to do with it, but almost certainly not in the lightweight render pipeline, right? Unity doesn't know anything about this. What are you talking about? This JSON, this random JSON file that came with a bunch of textures? I don't believe you. Is that an option when we exported textures? To say, save a random JSON file? The export shaders parameters checkbox allows. Okay, it's this export shaders parameters. So when you check this, so it can be useful when using a dynamic material layering workflow. Oh, maybe that's a thing that. Oh, that's cool. Well, can Unity do this? Maybe in the high definition render pipeline. Dynamic material asset package. What are you talking about? You don't need that JSON, just use the textures. It's used for what I was just looking at, the dynamic material stuff. Like if you want to be able to like change the tiling of a certain thing dynamically in the engine, which maybe you can do if you have some special asset. Cool, this window looks great. I don't think Unity has native support for dynamic material. Maybe it does. There's somebody talking about it in 2016. But how can you use those in Unity? Like, I don't even know. There must be an algorithmic plugin. Is it part of Substance in Unity, maybe? Ooh, cool. Substance Painter live link. Cool. Well, it still doesn't seem to be the thing we're looking for. Like ALG layered material editor. Like, what is that? Where does that come from? You think it's high definition render? I think you're right, but there's stuff talking about this back to 2016. I want to know about it. Maybe it's part of that in this guy. Cool. Not very useful. Okay. That was a weird distraction. It's late. It's bedtime. Go to bedtime, everybody. What are we doing? Horrible commit message, but I'm the only one on this repository, so. Okay, so this almost feels like a thing. It seems so unlikely that we're going to get to the other. Like, audio stream just feels like there's no way. Okay, have a great day at work, Clivagers. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Yeah, what are we doing? Hi, it's me. It's the Bevy. Over there, Bevy. Yeah, okay, that was pretty productive. I was hoping to get it tighter than that in 3 hours, but hey, uh-oh. Oh, I shouldn't push all this stuff at the end of my stream, which is going to kill my stream. You can do it, stream. Hold out. Okay, we're done anyway, right? Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks Codephobia for the raid. Thanks Jip for the follow. I appreciate it. And we will pick up again tomorrow, maybe. It might have to be a short one tomorrow night, late. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Thanks for stopping by.